Fair Park has served as the grounds of the State Fair of Texas since 1886, but this weekend, the historic fairgrounds will be the host to a new farmers market that will welcome visitors every Sunday until the end of July. So we have Lisette Bell with Good Local Markets, as she is here along with two vendors, Nate Thomas and Bobby Rodriguez on the end, to tell us so much more about this exciting new venture that we can all get in on. Hello, good morning to you all.
Good morning.
So glad to have you here. So this is a really exciting opportunity for Fair Park, an area that I think is pretty much dormant or overlooked besides when the State Fair of Texas is happening. So what does this farmers market really mean to the residents, especially of South Dallas?
Yeah, I believe it means access for the residents. Like you said, they've been overlooked in the past. Our markets regularly offer SNAP access, and we're currently in the process of getting that for this location. So once we have that, we'll also be offering Double Up Food Bucks, which matches up to $30.
Wow.
Whatever you get in SNAP. And then we also have WIC FMMP vouchers, which we also match up to $30 just out of our own funding and donations that we get from our community.
This is incredible, just because of the simple fact, like, you're offering different avenues to be able to acquire these different veggies and fruits, but just let alone the access, like you said, to have something available up the street. You don't have to go far all the way across town just to get what you need to survive throughout the week. So what makes Good Local Markets so special?
Well, it's all fresh and local, and the quality of our vendors is unmatched. So really our vendors. If you get fresh produce from our markets, you know it's going to last longer in your fridge. And you know everything's handmade. The seasonings are handmade, homemade biscuits the morning of the market.
And you guys,
granola.
They smell amazing, the biscuits. I just want to get that in there. One of them cinnamon, and it is so good. We haven't had breakfast just yet, okay? So I'm ready to dive in. Tell me more, because, I mean, the table is so colorful.
Yes, well, we have sourdough and focaccia right here.
Wow.
And of course, all the fresh greens from Dawson at Jubilant Farms, who met us this morning and brought those in.
Made sure you guys had some fresh ones even for the show this morning. Nate, I'm coming to you because you just mentioned his seasonings, and these seasonings, you're the owner of Sandcastle Seasoning. Let me just get that out there first.
Yes.
But these seasonings, they're made from natural ingredients. Tell me, why dive into the seasoning business in the first place?
Well, I used to work as a chef, and I saw that we had a problem in this country, and that's that people just aren't getting the ancestral knowledge that we're to know how to cook at home.
Yeah.
And I wanted to confront that head on. And so we created these products, and the chief thing that we want to have with these is that they're easy to use. You know, you don't have to know anything about the cuisines and the ingredients that I'm offering to know how to use them. You just pop the bottle and go. They're super fresh. We grind almost every ingredient fresh in-house, including dehydrating foods from Texas farmers and our own farm, like with these carrots here. We grew those, and we bring not only ingredients for our products, but also fresh produce to Good Local Markets.
Wow.
We also make really cool, unique ingredients for our products, like with our Firewater here. We make our own Texas Post Oak whiskey. We infuse it with habanero, and then we infuse it into the salt and pepper itself.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is creative.
Exactly.
This is you're digging deep.
But like I said, you don't have to know all of that stuff that I know. You know, at its heart, this is salt and pepper. So if you know how to use salt and pepper, you know exactly how to use it, but there's so much more flavor there. And believe me, if you get something like that in your kitchen, you're gonna wanna try one of the other 25 blends as well.
And it's healthier, not processed. Okay, I like this. I'm gonna have to take a look at the seasonings when we go on commercial break, because I'm liking what I'm hearing. I'm coming down to you, Bobby. Let's talk about it, because let's be clear. We're talking about the farmer's market, but I do not have a green thumb. And Bobby, that's where you come into play. You help us out. Tell me about Bobby's Best.
So Bobby's Best Plant Starts, it started kind of in the pandemic when I was growing for my own garden, and I started a bunch of extra plants, and I thought, I wonder if anybody would want to buy some of these.
Yeah.
And so I put out a little sign on Facebook, and I sold $400 worth of plants.
Oh my
and
gosh.
you'd have thought I sold $1 million worth of plants. Like, I've got to do this. I'm really passionate about bringing food to my family, my own family, through our garden that's, you know, pesticide free, is chemical fertilizer free. And I know that that's what we want to do, is to inspire other people to be able to grow with that same kind of like high quality food, nutrient dense, high quality food. And so it's kind of one of the reasons why I started Bobby's Best, for sure.
Oh my goodness. As I'm listening to you guys, I'm thinking in my head, yes, I love the fact that this is going to be so close to South Dallas. The proximity is there, but also just in the fact that I think for many people, I think people are going to come from all over for this because we have such a problem with, like you guys said, chemicals in our foods, things that we don't know that we're ingesting, right? And we should know what's going in our bodies. Let me ask you this, because you limit the vendors to only 150 miles. So tell me, why is that important?
We believe that local farming is really the foundation for our local economy and our local food system. So we want to focus right there where we can make the most impact in our area.
Yes.
And we like to also make sure that we can incubate our vendors and really help them through the process, help them with like knowing how to get certified, how to get the permits.
Perfect. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for being here this morning. And you guys, this starts on March 1st, so mark your calendars for this Sunday. Thank you guys for being here and also eliminating the food disparity in our community. We appreciate it.